Welcome to Central Florida Eats Live. We find ourselves in Dr. Phillips, that's Southwest Orange County of Orlando. And with me, my co-host today is Chris Granville. Chris, good day to you, my friend.
Great to see you, David. Glad to have you guys out here.
We are featuring a brand new restaurant that you have opened up, and we're so excited to take our audience inside this place. It is called Voodoo Bayou. What kind of food are we serving up today?
Southern Cajun Kitchen, Southern Cajun cuisine.
Southern Cajun cuisine. Brand new, just opened up on Saturday. How was opening weekend?
Phenomenal.
Excellent.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Let's describe to the audience where we are. We are, by the way, on Restaurant Row on Sandlake Rd. But the plaza itself here, the actual area, what do you call this?
This is the Fountains on Dr. Phillips.
The Fountains, right. Ample parking in this parking lot, but I guess on weekend nights it can get pretty crowded.
Gets a little crowded, but we've got full-time valet service, which really helps, obviously.
Oh, good.
Help the crowd getting in.
So free parking.
Free parking, yes,
that
sir.
matters. People like to make sure that they bring enough cash if they need to. So should we go inside?
Absolutely.
Because it's a jaw dropper when you walk in here. Nothing like it in town.
Nothing at all.
Right? So was it your idea to come up with a Southern Cajun kitchen?
I wish it was. All credit goes to our principal owners, Curtis and Carolina Peary, who are just visionaries and great restaurateurs.
By the way, even the hardware to get into the restaurant is spectacular. Let's do it. You're in for a treat, everybody. Welcome to Voodoo Bayou. All right, so when you walk in, you know you're in for something special. There's nothing like this. You feel like you've walked into Louisiana.
Absolutely. And one of the things we were going for here was that Gothic cathedral feel, which I think we've achieved.
You've nailed it.
And the amount of antiques that are in this place, direct out of New Orleans, selected from antique shops. Different plazas and nooks and crannies of New Orleans. They're all original and they're all here.
Beautiful. When you get inside, you're greeted by Asia. Hello, Asia.
Hi.
And Shelby. How you doing, Shelby?
Good. How are you today?
Just fine. Are reservations required or are they recommended?
It's recommended.
So you welcome the walk-ins?
Yes, we do.
Very good. Who's this handsome young gentleman next to us?
Hello.
How are you? Give us your name.
How are you? Omar.
Omar, and you are?
General Manager.
You've done a great job so far.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We cannot wait to eat. We're going to let Chris continue our tour inside the dining room. In fact, let's head to the bar and get a cocktail, shall we?
That sounds great. So we'll walk into our main dining area, which we call the Saint Room. Heading over to our bar, which seats about 30 people. So
great.
Large bar.
How do you describe that theme of that bar?
I think, again, carrying that Gothic cathedral type theme over here.
With the stained glass windows.
Stained glass windows. And if you look at just the detail in the bar here, all custom made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Purple and black, kind of our theme colors.
And strong and sturdy. I like a good bar like that. Let's belly up. I'm going to take the microphone off you for a second and give it to Lonnie, the bartender. Lonnie, good day to you. Welcome to Central Florida Eats Live, my friend. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I have got to ask you out of the gate, what did you make for us in this, looks like Elvira?
Elvira, that's our mistress drink. It's got a Bruegel 1888 hibiscus-infused rum in it, some chinola, which is a passion fruit liqueur. Very good drink, some Asian plum in there as well.
Nice. Do you mind if I take a picture of it? Because, social media matters today, right?
Of course,
let's be honest. Yeah. And these probably do very well on social. And next to it?
That is our St. Valencourt. That is our elevated strawberry lemonade. It's got some muddled basil in there. It's got Vicky Valancourt from the movie The Waterboy with a little halo on her. So, great drink for the summer, refreshing.
Yeah. Well, now, make us one. You're a good bartender. How long have you been a bartender?
Probably about 10 years or so.
All right. What do you want to make first now?
I'm going to be making today our Pimp Chalice. Ooh. One of our other signature cocktails has got some egg white. We've got Grey Goose, a little Grey Whale gin in it, some chartreuse as well.
So, Chris, I imagine you'd like people to come up to the bar, maybe have a drink while they're waiting for their table?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been fortunate that we've gotten off to a really good start. It's been very, very busy. A lot of people are finding their way to the bar before they actually make their way to the table. And as you can see, we've got some beautiful cocktails.
What's that you're putting in there right now, Chris?
This is the mixture of the Grey Goose, the Grey Whale gin, and some chartreuse in there. The egg white, we got to do 2 shakes. One's a little dry shake to get the froth up. Then we'll put some ice in here.
Got to have that noise. There you go. Smiles matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And again, to reiterate, the name of this drink is
Pimp Chalice. The Pimp Chalice.
the Pimp Chalice. Wow, look, it comes out looking like milk. Oh man, that is great.
He's not done.
It's not done?
He's not done yet.
Not done yet.
Oh, that's right. I heard about this. What is that, Chris? Or Lonnie?
This is our $100 bill. Can't have a Pimp Chalice without a little money on it, you know?
Is it edible, Chris?
That is not edible. That,
Like, it's not chocolate?
Most of our garnishes are. This one is not.
I think that might be our only garnish that's not edible.
Just gotta finish.
What's that last bit you put in?
This is some bitters. Jad said a little final touches for it.
Yeah. You connect the bitter dots.
Connect the bitter dots into some hearts.
Oh, man. Dude, that was
There you
spectacular. Lonnie, thanks very much. I'm going to
You're
take
welcome.
that microphone off you. Take a bow first, my friend. That was very well done.
Great job, Lonnie.
Put that microphone back on you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let me get a picture of that before we sip
Yes.
it. Which one do you want to try?
I'm going to try the St. Valencourt.
All right. I will try the Pimp Chalice,
Absolutely.
and we'll let Paolo do the Elvira. First of all, a cheers to you. Congratulations on the opening of
Thank you.
Voodoo Bayou.
Appreciate it.
Get the $100 bill. I'll tip my server with that. That's
It's
refreshing.
interesting, isn't it?
That is good on a hot summer day.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Paolo, while we're waiting for our appetizers, you want to take a little sip of the Elvira drink? He'll flip that camera around. And you have someone bringing in the appetizers?
Yes, actually, they should be arriving any second.
Any second now. Okay, good. We want to make sure we have time to show them off because everything is good here. By the way, Paolo is a tiki drink connoisseur. He collects those mugs.
Well, it's amazing how many people are trying to
Buy them from you?
either buy them or get off with them in other forms or fashion. You
Oh,
they,
no.
They absolutely love these.
Okay.
Let's have some
Thank you, Omar. I appreciate it very much.
homemade biscuits
All right, very good.
and our homemade cornbread.
All right, Chris, tell me what you want to start with here.
I'd like you to start with the BLT.
Oh,
I
okay.
think for sure. So a lot of people when they hear BLT, they're thinking sandwich.
Yeah.
This is actually a.
I was thinking slider when you said it earlier, right?
Exactly. So it's a fried green tomato, topped with some pimento cheese, and then a thick cut of apple smoked bacon, and a little frisee salad on top.
I love fried green tomatoes. Do you get any food from local farms? You do any kind of sourcing?
We do, and I wish I could tell you the exact ones.
It's okay.
I'll let the chefs talk about that later, but
that's-
absolutely.
But people like that.
Yes.
All right, here we go, Paolo. Wow. I love them. Sometimes fried green tomatoes can get a little soggy.
Yes.
Not the case here. Almost like an al dente.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
That's excellent. Next up.
Yep. So these are our homemade biscuits. We call them our 14-layer biscuits.
All right.
You know, when we open these things up, you know, we want to see that build. We want to see those layers.
Go ahead and dress it.
So this is our honey butter, and this is actually pretty cool because this is our jalapeno pear jam.
All right, let's see it on there. Made in house?
Made in-house, yep. I will tell you that's one thing here, the amount of prep time that's involved in all these dishes, you know, absolutely zero shortcuts, nothing store-bought, you know, we're just making everything from scratch.
Gotta have biscuits if you're gonna be in the southern kitchen.
Exactly.
Wow. Jalapeno pear. Fantastic combo.
I had never had that until I got involved at Voodoo, and that is simply spectacular, isn't it?
That is great. One more picture. All right, last but not least.
All right, let's get into our signature cornbread. Again, made in-house. Topped with, so it's glazed with our honey butter, a little flake sea salt on top of that.
Wow. Beautiful.
Dress that up for you a little bit. Again, the honey butter, top of just a tiny bit of molasses.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Oh, gosh, it's nice and warm and soft. Ready? I hate to do this in front of people, but someone's gonna do it. Right, Chris?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh. Stellar. 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 Almost like you have stellar rings around that butter. Very orbital. Chris, you nailed it. Those are beautiful appetizers, and the drinks are fantastic too. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Central Florida Eats live, and we're at the new Voodoo Bayou on Sandlake Road, Restaurant Row in Dr. Phillips, Southwest Orange County. When we come back, entrees. Don't go anywhere. Back in 2 and 2. Cheers again, my friend.
You bet.
Welcome back to Central Florida Eats Live. We're at the brand new Voodoo Bayou. It's real fun to say, isn't it, Chris? By the way, Chris Granville here is the managing partner, one of the owners.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you just opened up on Saturday to rave reviews here on Restaurant Row, Sandlake Road in Dr. Phillips. That's Southwest Orange County. Lots of restaurants down here, so new entries are always welcome. That I can tell you.
Absolutely.
And the
Glad to be here.
The locals love it, and so do the tourists. You get a combination of both.
That's what it appears, and I think that's going to be the mix going forward. Certainly that, we'll have hopefully a good base of locals, but add the tourists as well.
Yeah. By the way, when you walk in, you know when you're for something special. This is the third Voodoo Bayou in the state. The first one was built in
2020, Palm Beach Gardens.
And the second one opened up
Last July in Fort Lauderdale on Las Olas Boulevard.
Okay, and then this one, of course, just opened up here in May this year. So tell me about the kitchen concept there. It's open, obviously, right?
So certainly a big open air concept. As you can see, wood fire grill, which is obviously huge. A lot of steaks, chops, fresh fish on that.
Good. So people like seeing where that food's coming from, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And again, the theme of the dining room, how do you describe the interior design here?
Gothic cathedral.
Gothic cathedral. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Is that our food coming right there?
That is not our food.
No,
That's
no.
actually going out to a table right now. Actually, that's some of the items that we just had, minus the deviled eggs. That you
By the way,
see.
I got to tell you, I love the purple velvet booths that you've chosen here.
It's pretty interesting, the color schemes here. And one of our founders, Carolina Sanchez, her motto is "More is more." So let's be loud. More is more, and you can kind of see that with the mix of the red and the purple and things of that nature.
Very good. I'm seeing a lot of flames. That thing's going all day, isn't it?
It's going all day. We're burning blackjack oak in that, and that's what we're cooking all of our steaks, fresh fish, and chops on.
Very good. Before we sit down and have something to eat, I want to give a little teaser out because we walked by it a little too quickly, perhaps.
Yes.
But this setup right here, we're not going to say what it does and what it means yet. But if you're watching right now, make sure you tune into the very end because there's something special about these two seats. And that's all I'm going to say right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, mum's the word.
Mum's the word. But I'm hearing amazing things about it. All right, back inside the dining room here. So far, we've had some great appetizers and great cocktails. But now we're going to have some of the entrees that you've selected for us. While we're waiting for those, tell me, Chris, how did you get involved in the restaurant business? You've been around town for a while.
I have been around a while. I'm pretty old. But
There's two of us.
honestly, in the late 90s, I got involved or started some barbecue restaurants that had a decent run.
Yeah.
And that's actually where I met the founding member of these restaurants, Curtis Peary, while he was at the Rosen School out at UCF. He was kind of cutting his teeth with me, first in our corporate office, and then he was a general manager at one of our locations in Winter Park.
So you've always been in town.
I've always been in town, yep.
Yeah.
And it's been a mix of restaurants and real estate and finance.
Yeah.
And I've kind of found myself back in the restaurant mix again.
Well, we're glad you are. Now, as Paolo takes a spin around the restaurant, I wanted to ask you how it was you came up with this location.
That's actually a great question. I mean, a lot of it was just the traffic in general. COVID presented us with an opportunity to take a space that had been very successful for the prior restaurant, Moonfish, which had been here, I think, for 20 years.
Yeah, people around here know Moonfish.
And, the owners of this plaza have been great to work with. They wanted us here. It's been a great partnership so far. And again, we're excited about the location, the traffic count, and just the area in general.
And what were some of the locals saying about the opening weekend?
There is just a ton of excitement because, as you've mentioned, there's nothing really like this.
Yeah.
We're pretty unique.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we're ecstatic with where we've gotten off to the start. I think
Yeah.
we're excited about our food. We're excited about where our staff is for just being open for a handful of days. And,
Okay.
very positive of where we're going.
Gotcha. While we're waiting for the entrees to come up here, I want to show the back room there, which has a music stage. What do you call that room back there?
That is the altar room. And starting June 1st, we will have live music 3 or 4 nights a week, again, beginning that first week in June. So right around the corner.
Oh, that's great. And what kind of music do you think you're going to have here?
So it's going to be a mix. I mean, you'll see a fair amount of old rock and roll, bands playing in there. We'll have some people playing some cover tunes, and then we'll do a little bit of acoustical on Sunday with brunch, and then Wednesday night for our oyster nights.
Oh, fun.
Here we go with a jambalaya.
Okay, very good.
Wood flour oysters.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Omar. I appreciate
welcome.
it. All right, you put some food on our table. So, Chef, sit down, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Let me get a microphone on, if you don't mind, Chris.
Absolutely.
And we want to hear your lovely voice. Give us your name.
My name is Brooks Tellis, and I work as the culinary director for True Great Hospitality.
Okay. So you're in charge of all the food back there, in charge of the chefs? Are you a chef yourself?
I am. I grew up cooking from a young age, and kitchens have always been a passion of mine.
All right. So what do we have in front of me here specifically?
We've got our jambalaya. Our jambalaya is going to be started out with a white rice. It's a short grain white rice, some andouille sausage, some large blackened shrimp, some charred okra in there. We've got some chicken thighs. It's good to go, and it's about as traditional as it gets. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You mind if I take a bite of it?
Dig in.
Oh, I love jambalaya so much. I'm not going to burn myself. It looks so hot. Maybe I should wait and let it cool down.
You might want to wait just a minute.
that's steamy now. What do you have in front of you?
Over here, we've got our house fried chicken. We've got an entire half chicken that's been broken down. We make our own dredges here in house, so it's a nicely seasoned and deep fried chicken. We also make our own homemade cornbread waffles and serve that with a maple syrup on the side.
So you pour the syrup on it?
You can if you'd like, if that's what you're into. And we put it on the side because not everybody likes the sugar overload, but it's become popular nowadays to serve it like that. And over here we've got our wood-fired East Coast oysters. We get a lot of our oysters from Virginia. We shuck them all in-house. We go through anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 oysters a week. Especially on Wednesdays, we have our Oyster Wednesdays where we do dollar oysters. We serve it with our garlic and herb crostinis.
Okay, so can you eat oysters, Chris?
Absolutely.
Would you demonstrate how we can eat them? Are you okay with that?
We like to say shuck, yeah.
Now, how are they prepared exactly?
So we make a house-made chipotle infused butter. So it's just a melted butter that we put on top of the oysters with some Parmesan cheese. We cook them in our Voodoo maker, which is a 700-degree gas oven, and they get nice and charred in about a minute or less.
Chris, your verdict there?
They are so good. I mean, it's just so consistent, so flavorful.
You're going to have a lot of Southerners, especially in Central Florida, who grew up in the Bayou area, and they're going to be like, I know what this real food tastes like. So is that a challenge for you to meet their demands?
No, absolutely not. I feel like it starts with the training process and making sure we're, walking through all the subtle nuances of what makes our food special and how we separate ourselves from the pack. It all boils down to really good training, really clear expectations, and executing great products and sourcing from great vendors.
Right. Cut a piece of chicken for Paolo, the cameraman, would you?
Absolutely.
He needs to try this. This
Absolutely.
is Voodoo Bayou. And where'd you work before this?
Before this, I was a general manager for Joe Namath's restaurant down in Jupiter, Florida.
Okay, that's where you're from.
It's a restaurant called Lucky Shuck.
Okay. Are you glad to be here in Central Florida?
Well, I'm based out of South Florida. I'm excited to be up here and kind of showcasing our talents and what we do for the wonderful people of Orlando, and we're excited to continue to grow our brand here and open more restaurants. We're very excited.
Well, you've done a great job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Beautiful. The interior design. One more shout out to who was the one that said more is more?
Carolina Peary.
Well, if she's watching, nice work. All right, trying to get Paolo a piece of that chicken.
Yeah, oh yeah. Give me another fork.
It's okay, we're friends here. When we come back, we're going to talk some a dessert, a little sweetness here at Voodoo Bayou to go along with this savory spice. I love it. That's got a good kick, by the way, Chef. Really good.
Absolutely, not
That's
too
my
much,
favorite.
but just nice and flavorful.
Yeah, I'm going to wash it down with some of that pimp shellis. There you go, Paolo. As we head to break, we'll be right back here as Paolo eats some of that great chicken and waffles on Central Florida Eats Live. Don't go anywhere. For Florida Eats Live, it's my sincere pleasure and honor to welcome the co-host to my show here, Mr. Chris Granville. Do I have the right? Do I have the last name right?
You nailed it. Granville. Yep.
Sometimes I say it a few times like, that didn't sound right, but it's right. Yeah. He is the founding partner, one of the managing directors here of Voodoo Bayou on Sandlake Road in southwest Orange County, Dr. Phillips. Restaurant Row, we call that. And locals around here know there are tons of great restaurants here, and this is the newest entrant. Very happy to be here. Southern Cajun Kitchen. So, yeah, you're going to have some spice in there, some good kick on the cocktails too, and we've had a great meal so far. Some wonderful appetizers, entrees, and cocktails. We are sitting now in what you call, what kind of room is this?
We call this the altar room.
The altar room.
And this, as you'll see, has got the stage here because we will have live entertainment. I had mentioned prior, we'll have this starting first week in June.
Oh, that's so great. And you, by the way, have brunch here too, don't you?
We do. Brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, which is, you know, we had 2 weeks of a soft opening prior to our grand opening on May 11th. And I think brunch is going to be very popular down here for sure.
Right. So this is one of the desserts you're offering here. What's in that box?
So we've got the beautiful, fluffy beignets.
Of course.
Straight out of New Orleans.
You can't have a Cajun cuisine without these things. And we do a trick when we have beignets, and Paolo's probably rolling his eyes, but he knows exactly what's going to come here. How hot are these, by the way?
They're going to be warm, but they're not going to be,
Okay.
they're not scorching.
Yeah, they're pretty warm.
I say that. Watch
Yeah, they're
your
hot.
mouth. What?
I can't even pick it up. That's okay. And is that one dessert order?
That is one order right there.
So you get 5 of them in there?
5 big fluffy dough guys.
What I like to do is I like to blow the dust on Paolo's camera
Oh, nice.
and make him clean it up at the end. That's a good idea. Ready? There we go. Look at that mess on your hand, on your lens. Hey, Omar.
Monkey bread?
All right. Oh, monkey bread.
Monkey bread.
What is monkey bread, Chris? Oh, wait. Hold the monkey bread. What does she got right there?
Yeah, here we are.
Hold it. We got a
So-
picture of you, love. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. What the heck is she holding?
That is our colossal ice cream sundae, which has become kind of a signature here in conjunction with the monkey bread. We're a big destination spot for celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, etc.
Oh, that is fantastic. What's in the sundae?
So we've got bourbon praline ice cream, chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, brownies, whipped cream, and bananas.
Paolo, get that camera down by that thing again. I want to get a picture of you and all that. Did you get it? It went out. It's all right. So it's a candle that goes out. Eventually, you better sing happy birthday pretty quick.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Exactly. And then, of course, we've got our famous monkey bread right here, which think little mini
Oh.
cinnamon rolls.
Is that a skull shape?
It is a skull.
Oh, so they got to turn the camera around. Oh my gosh. I can smell that from over here. That's a beautiful aroma. Let me get a picture from proper here, though.
Yep, and so that's going to be topped with our caramel drizzle and freshly roasted pecans as well.
Well, which one should we try? Can I go ahead and let me put the microphone on here so I can cut that open? Can I cut the...
So they're just like little individual balls that you can kind of pull off very easily.
Oh, nice.
Yep, exactly.
Listen, I got 2 minutes, so I've got to wrap it up real quick. What's the website people can get online and learn about this place?
So if you just type in Voodoo Bayou, it's going to take you right to our website.
Did you try one too?
And muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Oh my gosh, what a taste. And,
So we are open 7 days a week.
all right.
Brunch is only on Saturdays and Sundays, but we are full service, every day of the week.
Brunch on what days?
Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Saturday, Sunday. Right. And
Saturday-
lunch, sorry, swallowing. And then lunch and dinner every day.
Lunch and dinner every day. Yes, sir.
We're almost out of time.
All right.
I remember I talked about the front of the restaurant.
Absolutely. Let's go back.
This is so cool. Now, I've never done this on Central Florida East Live, but we're going to tease ahead to another restaurant we're going to feature. In this case, another one of yours.
Yes.
And there's only one way to get to it. You've got to come to Voodoo Bayou, and then you got to sit on these chairs.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly right.
Before we disappear, I want to thank you for joining us here.
No, thank you
at
very
Voodoo
much.
Bayou, the brand new Southern Cajun Cuisine kitchen here on Sandlake Road. We have to rub the kitty cat's hair.
We rub the kitty cat's head, and we should. Whoop.
And then we got to buckle up, kind of,
Yep.
brace ourselves, because we are about to use a secret entrance to another restaurant. Another restaurant with a speakeasy bar. It is called
Rockahula.
Rockahula. We're featuring that next week on Central Florida Eats Live. I hope you'll tune in. Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Great having
Will you
you
join us when we go into this secret restaurant?
Would love to. Absolutely.
How fun is this? Oh my God. You're going to love it. Bye. See you next time.